Welcome back to the final segment of the show here today, Investing and Trading Live, sponsored by Online Trading Academy. And we've having a great week in the markets with the volatility. Obviously, some of the announcements that we talked about in the beginning of the show here today. Fed fund rates obviously raising 0.25%, and just great volatility after that. And we've had a lot of people texting into this free investing class that we've been looking for 20 people that want to make different changes based on what your goal or objective is to. If you are one of those 20 people from that last segment in the metro area here that want to change their financial situation or basically have a better conversation with their broker, you can text the word investing to the number 210 for 2 seats for one of our investing classes here at Online Trading Academy. Al teaches these. I teach these as well. They're about 2 hours. And we dissect the financial markets, how they work, who's moving the markets, but how us as regular investors and traders, regular people, can hopefully capitalize on those market moves and make smarter investing decisions. So, Al, in that last segment, we talked a lot about what's going on with retirement accounts, how the public is being conditioned to do certain things, just hope it works out in the long run. And I tell you what, most people are not getting there. So now we know that hope is not a strategy. So we have a lot of listeners, as I was alluding to in that last segment, that have been coming into these investing classes that want to be able to self-direct their accounts. They want to be able to make smart investing decisions on whose terms, Al? On their own terms, not being dictated by a broker or advisor. Because I think a lot more people want to be able to make their own choices now. We're being told to go do this. We're told to go do that. We're told to get this and told to get that. Well, now it's time for a change. It's time to do things on your own and make your own choices. And congratulations to those people that have taken that first step to make those their own decisions. Because that in my mind, I mean, think about it this way, Al. Let me ask you a question. Who is the best steward of your money? You or you? Tough. It's a trick question.
Let me ponder that for a minute. I'm guessing it would be you.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
And
of
I'm
course
glad
it
you
is. Yeah.
you pondered for a second, because that's what cripples people is they think about things too much and they do nothing. And that's a choice. But if you do nothing, nothing will change. So people that want to be able to self-direct, as I was talking about, what are some of the steps to do that? I know you really dissect that in these free investing classes that we have here in Bloomington, but what are some of the steps that people can take to prepare for that? Obviously, we can guide them through that. But why? What do you feel is the number one reason why you should self-direct your own accounts?
Well, there are a number of reasons. I don't know that I could say there's a number one because they're all really advantageous to people, to the public. Number eight, one of them is you eliminate fees, and we talk often about how the negative impact of fees to your accounts over the course of your working life. Just a conservative 2% fee could cost you 50 to 75% of what you could have in your account. Then when you retire, by the way, and you're no longer contributing and your employer is no longer contributing, that fee is still being taken out. So your retirement bundle, so to speak, just dwindles down even faster. Most people probably are afraid to do it because they don't know how. That's one of the things that we do. It's basically just kind of pulling back the curtain. It's like anything else you do. Until you learn something about it, you don't know how to do it. There's always going to be some fear there or trepidation. If this is an easy thing to do, right now you are doing really what you can do in a self-directed IRA, but you don't understand it. You don't know that within your 401ks, most people know it anyways, that you can actually trade within those 401ks. There are things you can do to get better returns, to maybe even reduce the cost. We talk about those things in these classes, but why not even take it a step further? I mentioned in one of the previous segments that more people now are putting more money into their 401ks even after the match has been met. Basically, what they're doing is they're putting their money into something that has mediocre returns with full exposure to bear markets, 20% or greater drawdowns, with a minimum upside potential. Typically, that average is going to be between 4 and 6%. A self-directed IRA, and that's a retirement account that you can roll your money from a 401k into if you happen to leave a job for any reason. If you want to contribute the additional money over your match in your 401k or 403b, you can set up a self-directed IRA and maybe put that money in there. That way you eliminate the fees. Also, you have many more choices within your employer-sponsored retirement accounts. Almost in every case, you can't trade things like futures or Forex or options. You can't have protection on your assets. You can't participate, or it's hard to participate in a down market. Market doesn't just go up, it goes down, it goes sideways. Those are three opportunities, not just the one opportunity that most of you have in your 401k. So the IRA opens up the door for a lot of potential benefits for you. You're already making the decisions in your 401k. So why not make those decisions in a vehicle that allows you to have potentially much better returns and to benefit in all market directions?
Yeah, you kind of got me thinking about. I think I mentioned something about this several months ago, and because I think a lot of our listeners are probably thinking right now, well, I've never done something like that. How am I going to be able to do that? And I was thinking about when I started to do sports, and he would say, I would ask him, well, I'd say, hey, how am I supposed to go pitch and throw strikes and how am I supposed to know what to do when I get the ball? And he goes,
And this was in basketball.
yeah, exactly right. But and he goes, well, you're never going to know unless you start. And I said,
Right.
okay, well, it makes sense. So go practice, start getting in there, but learn from a coach. And I would say, Al, the majority of the people that are coming to these investing classes have never traded before,
Right.
have never invested before, but they have those 401ks and IRAs. So technically they are investing. They're just hoping that those investments go well over a course of time. So why do you think it's better if someone comes to these free investing classes that we're giving seats away to? And why do you think it's better for someone brand new in the market? Why is it kind of an easier learning process
Well, in
if they're brand new?
yeah, in these free classes that we're talking about, we talk about how the markets function and how benefits are derived from the market by the successful investors and traders, which is exactly the same way that you can do it. And that's what we show you. We show you how the pros out there, how the big institutions, the hedge fund managers, how do they trade? How do they benefit from the market? And what are the assets that they're using? We show you that. We show you how to participate in an up market and a down market, how to have protection on your assets, how you can have better control over your retirement accounts. And also, I think one of the things that we try to get across to the people that come into these classes is that there's a community aspect here. You mentioned that a lot of people don't know how to do something because they've never done it before. Well, and you also mentioned the coaching aspect of it,
Correct.
and when you were talking about
You
pitching.
picked up on that, huh?
I did pick up on that. Yeah. No matter what you do, if you have somebody there, a live person that you can interact with that can help you, guide you through maybe the more complicated parts of something, but help make sure that you're doing something right. What you want to do is you want to create habits, a behavior that's beneficial to you. And what that is repetition of something, but it should be repetition of something that works. And that's where you want to have somebody there that can guide you, somebody can mentor you, so you're learning the right things, you're repeating the right things. But why not eliminate a lot of the mistakes that people make by just kind of picking the brain of someone who's already gone through that? Use the experience that they have had, that they've gone through, and the expertise that they have now to benefit you and get you to the point where you have the potential to be successful much quicker.
Yeah, I know we talk a lot after these shows, and you're like, sometimes you tell me, and you probably remember this, I think from last week, Josh, when I'm talking about something, why aren't you listening to me? But I'll tell you what, I was listening to there, and I picked up on something that you said there as well. You mentioned something about habits, right?
Correct.
And that's why sometimes it's really good for people that are coming to these investing classes that have not done this before, because there's no bad habits yet. We get people that sometimes have been trading and investing for many years and they have bad habits, so we have to untrain that. So you come in as a clean slate.
That's right.
You can learn from the bottom up, learn the right way, learn the right techniques and strategies and making smarter investing decisions. And then that way you have more consistency. But another one of those 3 C's, consistency and confidence, to have better choices. And Al, we have, as I mentioned earlier in the show, we've been looking for 20 people here that want to come in and change their financial situation. So I want to give a text number here. So I'm looking for 20 people that want to text in now, for a free investing class that also includes something different, though. I'm going to give away a financial quick start kit that will help people actually get started right away. So text right now, text the word investing to the number 210-210. And this is for 2 seats for a free investing class right here in Bloomington at our local academy, and that financial quick start kit, which will help you get started right away. Text the word investing to the number 210-210 right now. Al, a lot of great tips this week and a lot of great, as far as what's going on in the market, different insights. Let's hear today's OTA tip of the week.
Well, in life, the difference between people that achieve their goals and people that don't is that simply that the people that achieve their goals took action. So this is a good time to maybe ask yourself, are you where you want to be financially? And if not, would you like to change that? If you want to make a change, if you need to make a change, in your financial life, that means taking a chance. It means sometimes doing something that you have never done before. That's how you realize a change. The future for all of us is a blank slate. At the Online Trading Academy, our goal is to help our students go into that future with the strategies in place that increase the odds of achieving the change that they want to achieve.
I like that word action that you mentioned. I'm going to the Timberwolves game this week, as I mentioned. And if I'm driving there and I get to that turn that I need to take to get to the stadium, and if I say, I'm going to think about it, I'm never going to get to that game. Now is the time to take action. Take action in your finances. Text the word investing to the number 210-210 for 2 investing class seats and the quick start kit, or financial quick start kit. As always, same time, same place next week. Until then, retire young, my friends.